Who is the villain of The Batman Part 2? The short answer is that we don't know, but the longer, more complicated answer is that we actually might. So no surprise with the sequel taking place during the winter, a lot of fans are running with the idea that it's going to be Mr. Freeze, which is admirable, but mistaken. If you really want to know who the villain of The Batman Part 2 is, you must first understand the rules of Matt Reeves' Gotham, as well as its new neighbor in a sense, that being James Gunn's new DCU. Matt Reeves set a very specific tone with the Batman, going back to the early roots of the character, creating a grounded noir-driven crime drama. One of the things he wanted to accomplish when crafting this version of Gotham was for it to feel like a real and believable Gothic American city. So when we think in comic book terms of gods, aliens, powers, and magic, those sort of supernatural things just don't exist in this universe. Now getting back to that parallel universe, apart from Matt Reeves' Batverse in James Gunn's DCU, we already have confirmation that that version of Batman and its characters are going all in with the fantastical. DCU Batman's not even cast yet, and we already have shape-shifting mud monster Clayface in Creature Commandos. There's even a Bane and Deathstroke movie in the works. And with The Brave and Bold being a father-son story between Bruce and Damian, we are most definitely getting an appearance of Ra's al Ghul, which will be different from how he was portrayed by Liam Neeson in Batman Begins. This will be the full-on, centuries-old, Lazarus Pit-infused version of the Demon's Head. So when we take a step back to analyze both respective universes, it should be pretty clear that the more power-infused leaning Batman villains are going to be reserved for the DCU. There just has to be a striking difference in tones and in-universe canon that creates a distinction between the two. Distinct enough to warrant two simultaneous Batman universes coexisting on the big screen. Again, with how the Batman brought the character back to his roots as a grounded noir story, it did so by showcasing Batman as a detective, by being a mystery. And that is an aspect Matt Reeves said will return in the sequel, and that is something you might have heard from a very specific quote that happened a few months ago. Matt Reeves says, "It's another mystery in the Batman 2 that's going to dig into the epic story about deeper corruption, and it goes into places that he couldn't even anticipate in the first one. The seeds of where this goes are all in the first movie." So we know three things for certain that can lead us to a possible answer. Number one, the character or characters are going to be grounded, eliminating the already confirmed and future fantastical Batman villains for the DCU. Number two, it has to be a character shaded with a bit of what you might say secrecy to bring about another mystery, to lean into that detective side of Bruce once more. And finally, number three, it directly connects back to the Batman. So by process of elimination, that leaves us with two specific culprits that are more likely than all the rest, and yes, that is none other than Hush and or the Court of Owls, both of whom have had Easter eggs and references in both the Batman and the Penguin. And as to what that is, check out the second part to this mini-series, which is up on my channel now.